Hi, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. If you're new to the channel, I'm Faith, and I'm documenting my journey living in Japan via the JET program. If you're not already caught up, feel free to get there. You're not far behind. This is only my third video. Today, we're going to recount what it was like my second and third month, or September and October, living here. At the start of September, that is when the students came back from summer break. And the first thing that they had to do was take exams. I know, in the States, we usually have our exams before break so that we have all of break to forget everything we learned. Not so in Japan. They have their exams after break. They also get homework over the summer and things to study, and like they have club activities and stuff. So while classes don't meet, everything else that they do in their daily lives is still happening. My first responsibility in my new position was marking or correcting their English essays on their exams. They made a lot of mistakes. It took a lot of brain power, and I'm pretty sure that how I corrected, the teachers would determine a student's grades. I got burnt out so fast marking 240 essays over the same topic. When classes resumed, like not exams, but actual classes, I started giving my intro lesson. And I think I gave my intro lesson 12 times over the span of 4 weeks. Outside of regular school, I participated in 3 different business trip-esque things. For the first 2, most BOEs hold a new arrival meeting for all the new jets in their area. We venture to Mito, to where the BOE is. My favorite part was getting to interact with all of the new jets, and I don't know, I really just like the atmosphere of like a conference, so it was fun for me. For the second big meeting in Mito, it was a lot like the first one, except this time it was for all of the jet participants and not just the new arrivals. The third business trip that I got to go on was at another school. The ALT at this school had the responsibility of running a science English camp intensive for her students. So for 2 days, we just helped mentor students on their big presentation project at the end of the English camp. It was honestly a really good time. Outside of my work life, I think the biggest feat that I accomplished was practicing using my Easy Bake Oven, my countertop oven. I have managed to make tiny banana bread. I tried it. It's pretty good. It's not amazing, but it's decent. I also hung out more with the new ALT to my city. I think we met up for dinner a couple of times, and I know one time we went to go get ice cream at Baskin & Robbins, which they have here. Colloquially, it's called 31. After that, we hung out at the downtown little amphitheater thing and got accosted by pigeons almost. I experienced my first rain in September. It didn't thunder. In fact, for almost a whole year of living in Japan, whenever it rained, there was never thunder or lightning with it, at least where I lived. It was just cloud showers. October was really exciting for me because I started sightseeing. I went 2 places in my prefecture. The first place was actually an event put on by my AJET chapter. We went to a shrine called Kashima Jingu. Because of the train situation, I ended up arriving at the shrine about an hour and a half early before everyone else was supposed to arrive, which ended up being a good thing because I had to voyage, I had to trek, I had to pilgrimage to find a charger for my phone because my battery was at like, I think 15% or 20%, something absolutely outrageous. I used my map app to try to find a dollar store near me. I ran, I got that chart. I didn't actually run, I don't run. I walked quickly, kind of. I moved with purpose in a slow manner. I bought the charger. I hoofed it over to the convenience store I had seen because I figured they had outlets. They have like a seating area in a lot of the convenience stores where you can, like, you know, eat your food. So that's what I did. I picked up a bottle of Pocari Sweat, which is like Gatorade or Powerade or some kind of sports drink, and I charged my phone while I sipped on this Pocari Sweat, and I had my little fan with me because it's still hot in Japan in late October, and I was trekking it all around the city streets. After my stay at the convenience store, I met up with the other jets that were participating that day, and we just walked around the shrine. One of the things that I got to cross off of my Japan food list was getting to try dango. I don't know what each of the flavors were, but I think only one of them was actually really sweet, and then the others were like mildly sweet. Either way, I really enjoyed all of them. They were delicious. The second place that I got to sightsee is a place called Hitachi Seaside Park. I went there with the other new ALT from my city. The big attraction there in fall is the fluffy red Dr. Seuss bushes. I don't actually remember their names, so like, this is what they're actually called. So that's what we were going to see. Now, when we actually got into the park, there was a taiko drum concert thing being put on, I'm guessing by like local clubs or schools or something, because the performers were definitely high school and younger. She and I just sat and watched this performance for like a long time. After that, we started our tour of the park. Busy on this hill. There are so many people who come during peak season, or the time when the bushes are completely red. On our way back, we stopped to get some ice cream and buy some souvenirs from the gift shop. I think I just ended up getting like some macaroons. It was a fun-filled day, And I'm so glad that we got to walk around almost the whole park. Yes, my feet were hurting by the end of it. It was still a really nice time. In October, I had my first time experiencing limited edition seasonal items. I picked up this delicious jack-o'-lantern mousse fluff thing. It was creamy and it had like some little crunchy bits in the bottom of it. And it had like this really good cinnamon spice flavor, which I wasn't expecting because everyone that I've talked to, cinnamon and warm spices aren't really a thing in baked goods here. And it was a good surprise. Sometime walking back from somewhere, I caught this really pretty sunset and it was so vibrant. Well, that's all I have for this video. In my next video, let's talk about what I did during November and December. Until then, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time. Bye! I prefer the noises in nature, like birds singing, or cicadas chirping, or babbling brooks babbling. No child wrote that. Literally no student of mine wrote that. Oh, I'm filming. Cough somewhere else.